Hey friends, so if you wish to receive the full recordings, I suggest you subscribe to the Awakening Mystics. The subscription is $97 a month. You can do it by clicking the modernmystic.ai in the description. If you wish to have a deeper connection with me, a more intimate exchange, I suggest you join the Consciousness Research Center, in which you are able to chat with me day to day. That's why I don't spend much time in YouTube anymore. My energy presence and focus will be there, and you'll be able to talk with other participants in the journey of deepening self-realization and deepening your world consciousness, awakening yumminess, deliciousness, samadhi. Yeah. And if you are ready, willing, and able to invest in yourself, I suggest you send me a message to my email, also in the description, or apply in the booking form in my website to be in one of my mentorships. Those ones are 15,000 to 50,000 plus. Or you can book a 1 hour, which is 60 minutes to 90 minutes process. Those are 888 USD dollars. And I can tell you more about how they are or how they work if you fill the form. So those are the offerings. Okay. Rich people don't even think about enlightenment. They just have a set of epic beliefs. So you, this is more for the people that want to expand their world consciousness. Once you're in world consciousness, you don't even think about money because money doesn't really exist. It's a symbol of exchange. David R. Hawkins mentions the dollar calibrates at 200 neutrality. It's an integrity because you're saying, I owe you, I'm going to give you something that means that you can exchange for something else as a means of value. But everything is God. Everything is this grandiose, omnipresent dream. So people that are born in wealth, people that come from wealth, they don't even think about it because they know that whatever they give, they receive. Like the moment you make a purchase, there's not a gap in the universe and you're already going to be replenished. The moment you give your energy to something, someone, a hand to a friend, support, you don't, doesn't even have to be financial. It can be your expertise, your attention, a kind word, a loving intention, a prayer, all of those things. Everything that you give, it's instantly remunerated back at you. So rich doesn't mean just financial abundance. Rich means rich of spirit, rich of assertiveness, rich of knowing, rich of being in the flow of giving and receiving. So there's not a single thought of what am I going to do after I make this payment? How is it going to come back? Am I going to be able? They just do. You're always in the flow. Every time you give, you get, you give, you get, and you get the joy of giving. But some people stay contracted and they don't open up the bulb. You got to open up the bulb to allow the flow of the miraculous, the energy of the Godhead to live through you in the form of abundance. Buying something is blessing someone. You're contributing to that person by buying that experience, by buying that item, by buying their whatever they're an expert on. And then that tells reality as a mirror that you value yourself that way. So people then are going to pay you for what your service or product is. But you have to give to get. There's no middleman here. It's all one thing because you're always interacting with yourself. In the absolute, there's not really another. Whatever gift you give is a gift given to yourself from A Course in Miracles. Every gift I give, it's a gift given to myself. So if you want to be rich, energetically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, be a giver. Don't hold back. And there's subtleties with this. Have your boundaries, have intuitive discernment. Then be contracted. Give from expansion, give from open heartedness, and see how you're going to start being replenished. Potentially right away. The feeling of it. Okay, go beyond. Go beyond. I think that's funny. Go beyond. This is an exercise on transcendence. So it's not about being rich, wealthy financially, and that's it because it's empty. Again, the dollar calibrates at 200, you get the mansion, it's empty. You get the travels, it's empty. The richness is what you feel the space is, the energy that abides, and it's alive in the space. So don't get stuck in acquiring the material thing. Don't get stuck in pursuing becoming the best at something. Like, yeah, that's part of the calling work, but go beyond every single experience. What is the root of every non-experience? What is the witness that is washing everything that's happening in the flow of your movie? Because everything is empty space. Everything is just particles vibrating. And whatever it's alive in the moment is what gets manifested. The thought that has more momentum from past lives, past moments, is the one that gets manifested. So go beyond. Whatever you're wanting right now, it's already being created for you in a month from now, in a week from now. But how many thoughts you had in the past of doubt, of insecurity, of fear, of lack? So you're always in the wheel of infinite perfect flow and balance of the universe. Everybody's equally loved, protected, supported, and always safe by the Godhead in the degree that they allow that abundance in. So whenever you're calling in something, whenever you are expanding into something, you know that it's not about that expansion, because you can never, ever not be that. The moment you have the thought, it already shows up. The moment you want it, it's already in your way. The moment you think about the number, it's already in your bank account. But it's about clearing the obstacles into acquiring that thing. So you cannot exist in the linear. If you work through the linear, it's going to take a lot of seeming hard work. But if you go beyond and you see all the potential timelines of experiencing and see what's more beneficial, what's less beneficial, what choice can I make here, what can I recalibrate, what relationship I let go of, who do I hire, rehire, fire accordingly, switch roles in my movie. And then doors open up and boom, your manifestation happens like this super quickly. So you go beyond from what you're wanting. You go beyond from space-time. There's no space and there's infinite space. There's no center. So we're all verbs. It's like there's no Nikki, there is the happening of me. There is the expression of me in whatever configuration of experiencing I'm choosing in the moment, or it's being mirrored back at me, or I wish to insert in the hologram in the field. So there's no real you. Your name is just a configuration of energies that move through you, pass through you, and at any moment you can shift to the energy that's better suited or needed for the highest possible outcome in the moment. So don't get stuck in personhood, in the sum of money that you want, in this person that you want, in this lover, in this experience, in this that. Go beyond every experience. When you're free from every experience, then you're free from suffering, because there's no experience worth sacrificing your center of peace, which is none. So then you just flow through life, and it doesn't seem like you make any decisions. Decisions are made for you through the field in God's will. So you're not resisting reality. The universe has a better plan. So you don't know. That takes humility, takes gratitude. You don't know. Also part of A Course in Miracles. I don't have my own best interest. You don't. Say that out loud. I don't have my own best interest. Surrender and let the Godhead, let divine will just take you. It'll be sweeter. Okay. The subtlety of you don't even exist, and the existence of the soul program. So, that's what I just said. That you are not really, you don't even exist. You're a configuration of energies. But you do have a soul. Okay, so that's the thing. You have a soul that has a unique blueprint, a unique essence, a unique personality that wants to be expressed and alchemized here in physical reality. Mine is wealth and sensuality. So the soul, Nikki, it's an embodiment of wealth and sensuality and abundance and safety. And it's just like my essence without any conditioning. What's your essence? You have a unique soul's essence. And then all of the energies are going to be painted by that uniqueness of your personality. That's what's true and individual for you. So yes, there's no others. Everybody's a projection of our consciousness. Everybody's the avatar that's playing the unique role and triggering the points that are going to catalyze into deeper awakening. And when it no longer serves you or trigger you or awaken you or deepen you, it leaves your field because it vibrates out. It's frequency. Everything is available to you at a level of frequency. The friends that you want, the amount of money you want, the lover that you want, the house that you want, the aesthetics that you want, everything is available. But you have to match the frequency and vibration of those things so they come to you. You don't go for them. Let energy work for you. Let energy come to you. Easy. You relax. You're open to receive. Oh, but we are not open to receive. We just want all those things. We call them in, and then it's like waiting for them to show up. You let go of expectations of outcome. You call what you want. You express what you want, but you have to let go. No attachment, no aversion, no expectation. just assuming that's going to be fulfilled. What? You don't care. You keep planting new seeds. You go find another excitement. You go serve someone else. You don't wait. We don't wait. We keep giving energy and receiving energy. It's a flow. But if you wait, you're contracted. If you don't give, you're contracted. If that's hoarding, that's greed. But if you trust and you're in conviction and you're always trusting something, so may as well trust the conviction of your ever-present, eternal, abundant, rich soul. Okay. Remembering what you already shows. Like, oh my God, it's out. Good thing it didn't show. That's for the OnlyFans. Maybe. OnlyGodFans. MotherMystic.ai Consciousness Research Center. I won't promise I'll show you anything. Remembering what you already shows as you remove the karmic imprints. Okay. So, you already shows what you wanted to co-create here on Earth before incarnating. You shows your parents, you shows your hero's journey, you shows your trials and tribulations, you shows your tests, and you tell yourself from higher self when you're ready to see beyond, to get the insight that's going to open up the portal of the new reality. So imagine just kind of like in the Matrix, infinite possibilities, infinite parallel realities, different configurations, like locks, doors here and here and here and here. You lock a bunch of doors because you want to learn certain lessons. And when you pass the lesson, your higher self activates. There's a meeting of higher self, angels, archangels, karmic merit. Okay, Nikki passed those lessons. John passed those lessons. Sarah passed those lessons, whatever. Okay, then open up the portal, and then there's a new level of reality with new beings and new experiences and new lessons. You pass those lessons. New portal opens, new beings, new experiences, and people can catch up with you. Souls can catch up with you, but you need to keep moving because you already chose your lesson. So when you pass through all those hero's journeys and then there's no more lessons, there's always refinement and expansion of your blueprint and potential and calling work. Yeah, there's always more. That's why just enjoy the ride. There's always something else. You're never gonna get there because there's nowhere to get to, and you're already there even when you're not. Because you cannot even control the movement of what flows through you. It just happens. But you can make decisions. You can shift your destiny by applying divine will, by using your willpower to apply divine will instead of being in the same maze of the lesson. Because in the maze of the lesson, you told yourself, I'm going to set out the villains, the perfect players, the ones that are going to trigger the shit out of me. How would I play myself? How would I try to wake myself up? And pass your lesson, pass the level of the video game. Just like in Call of Duty, you're in the level of the video game, you pass new world with new beings, new lesson, new mission. You pass. And at some point you end the hero's journey, and it's just, you become this kind of monkey that just like talks and expresses, and it poops and loves and cuddles and does what the body does, eats, farts, speaks, like bodily sensations. So you become like a monkey, empty monkey. But before that, it's just like a regular kind of like human. It's not truly human. It's like a machine. You become like a regular machine doing its thing and enjoying the scenes of planet Earth. But before that, complete your lessons in your hero's journey and remember what you chose. You can tell yourself, please, I'm willing to remember what I chose. Every day, I rather choose differently. Every day, I rather choose from divine will. Every day, I choose the path of least resistance. Every day, I override my karmic imprint and I insert more of my blueprint. And then you build spiritual momentum. And this one I already talked about. You don't have your own best interests, so surrender to the laws of nature. It's magical, guys. It's magical. Surrender to the laws of nature. Fire, earth, air, water. Magic. The whole universe wants you to succeed in whatever it is your heart desires. Everybody's rooting for you. You gotta be convinced. You gotta trust. You gotta take the step. You gotta take the action. You gotta make the payment. You gotta join the school. You gotta call that person. You gotta have that difficult conversation. You gotta choose yourself. You gotta shift the timeline. You gotta take the action. So it's not just consume content, next non-dual t-shirt, next spiritual t-shirt. Take the flight. Make the payment. Get the mentorship. Throw the party. I don't know, break up with that person. Like, whatever it is for you. Like, you gotta take the action. Because life wants to keep evolving you. Life wants to keep expanding you into the most juicy, abundant, exciting timeline for you. But if you insist in your contraction of fear and doubt, magic, the Godhead, grandiose, omnipresent dream cannot work through you, and then you remove the flow. Easy. There's so much I could say about this, but that's for the paid subscriptions. So hope you take the leap. Hope I see you there. And if you're already there, let's keep having this awesome party. Okay. Next video is going to be about sacred anger, sexuality, and money, the dark feminine, and the assertive king, and how I am a bridge to heavenly realms in humility, and the paradox of guarding the gates into those celestial realms, and being willing to do whatever it takes. This is cool too. You cast the roles of everyone in your life movie. There's so much, guys. So yeah, sign up, sign in, and I'll see you there. Love you.